Hello and welcome to AC Cycling. I'm Adam and I'm going to show you a problem I've just found with my bike. So this bike is 10 years old. I bought it new in 2011. The front fork is a carbon fibre lower leg with a aluminium crown and it's been great. No problem at all. I've noticed over the last few months I had a little bit of corrosion appearing just at the top of the fork. I didn't realise where it went, so I've decided today I'm doing my weekly bike cleaning regime. So I'm going to strip the drivetrain off and give the frame, the wheels, all a good clean. But in doing that I've noticed the corrosion was bubbling a bit further down the fork than I'd first realised. So what I decided to do was to lift off the loose, what I thought was paint, and have a look, but it wasn't just paint. So I'm going to grab the GoPro and show you a little bit about what I've found. So what I did was started to clean up initially in this area, right? So that was clean up. I thought great, I could just put a little bit of paint on there, and it bubbled. The bubbling goes all the way down this side here as well, bubbling paint. But on this side, I started cleaning this up, flicking the paint off, and this was all corroded and really nasty. So I wire brushed it with a little toothbrush sized wire brush just to clean it up. But then this was all loose, so I started flicking it off, but it was getting thicker and thicker. As you can see there, it was a layer of carbon fibre coming over the top there, which means that this here is where it dips in, is where the join between the lower leg and the aluminium comes, and the carbon fibre was coming over the top to reinforce that joint. So that fork now I determine as scrap. I'm not going to ride on that again. I need to replace the forks on my bike. This is something I've not seen before, where the aluminium's corroded and gone under the carbon fibre. It's probably my own fault for not touching up any paint chips or damage sooner than I did do. I've got another little chip you may have seen just up there, but the frame of the bike is aluminium only and not carbon fibre, so there's no issues of two different materials separating. And that's what I'm concerned with on the fork, is that a good bump may, without that reinforcement, cause the two to separate. And I also don't know how far that corrosion's gone on the inside. So just as a safety item, I'm not going to ride that fork again. I'm going to do some research and find a new set of forks to buy. So this is the fork removed, and as you can see, the corrosion on this side, I think you can see better on this camera than the GoPro, was all the way along there, and that's where the fork kind of dips in. But all along the back the corrosion carries on all the way across the crown on the inside, and then on this side, down that side again, and all the way down here. So I think this fork is toast. So I'm going to do a bit of research now, perhaps read up some reviews on some of the cheaper ones, and have a look at some of the brands, see what there is and see what I can get, because until I replace this fork I can't ride my bike. Something else, this brake bolt is real tight in there. It's not moving very easily through there at all, and I suspect that hole's full of corrosion as well. So something to keep an eye on your bikes is looking at corrosion around your fork, because that's an area where there's going to be lots of dirt build up, lots of wet, and it's all coming up off your wheel as well. And something else just noticed on the inside of there, when I got a broken spoke a little while ago, it's just worn, started to wear away there, didn't it? But that's all for this one, just something to watch out for. It's not very nice to find that, but better to find that while the bike's in a maintenance stand than to find it whilst you're out on the road riding. So I'm quite fortunate really. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.